Welcome back to another edition of PB and Jax, where we talk to pioneers and builders right here in the city of Jacksonville, Florida. And when I tell you we have a pioneer in the studio today, it is the pioneer. I got Miss Lynn Jones with me. Lynn, welcome to PB and Jax.
Wow, this is amazing. Peanut butter and Jax.
That's
Peanut
right.
butter. Yes. Oh my God, this is amazing. I am so glad to be here today.
You are just a ray of light. You know that?
Thank you so much.
I know that you've been on the podcast circuit. I know that people have probably been asking you a lot of the same stuff. So I really hope that we can take 40 to 45 minutes to really talk about you as a journalist, and let's talk about the city of Jacksonville. And maybe let's talk about the moment as well, you know, the thing that changed your life. But I do want to talk about what led us here and why this city is so important to you. How's that sound?
Sounds good. This city is important to me, and I'm glad you said that because this city is important to me.
Yeah. How long have you been writing? And how long have you been in Jacksonville?
I've been in Jacksonville since 1994. So what's that?
32 years.
32 years now. I moved here, didn't know anyone. Myself and I was married, and my daughter and his son, and my father died, left me an inheritance. Well, we had came here in April, and so we went to Jacksonville Beach. We were supposed to go to Amelia Island, and the travel agent, you know, this is when you do maps and everything. So AAA, my cousin worked there. And they say, well, why don't you go to Jacksonville Beach? Oh my God. So we come to Jacksonville Beach, right? We drive all the way down 75 to 10. We're like, are we ever going to get here? So we get to Jax Beach. Matter of fact, that hotel is still there. It's like with the waterfall. We went to Ponte Vedra. We went to St. Augustine. They were tearing down the Gator Bowl.
Yes.
And I said, oh my God, I'm going to move here. I went home. I told everyone. I took pictures. Matter of fact, I don't even think I told anyone. I just knew in my mind we were going to move here. And my father died in May, left me an inheritance, and I was here June 24th, 1994. And been here ever since. And I tell this same story. My first job was with Tom Coughlin under the season of first, worked under him and in the scouting department. And
did you really?
I
didn't
really
know
did.
this.
I
didn't know this.
I did. And he's a good friend. And so worked there. And went to, from there, went to Blue Cross because I was at Blue Cross in Michigan, in Detroit. And then I started producing. I mean, I've been writing a long time. I was on, school newspaper. I always wanted to write. My mother said, if you write on one more thing, so I wrote, I read books. I mean, from Maya Angelou, I'm going to say that to Donald Goines in Detroit. And when I watched The Hobbits on TV and I looked at it, I said, you know what? I read those books. I was like, I read those books back in the 70s. And that was it. And moved here, and I started producing some TV shows. Started producing at Comcast, where you could produce your TV shows under this gentleman, Bill Rando. Started producing this young lady's television show. And we were moving fast forward. And next thing I know, he asked me to take over his show. And I took over his show, and it was called Love, Lifting Our Voices Effectively. And did that. And my first show was on American Beach because I have a photo with Miss Marvine. Yes, the beach lady. So I knew her. And just coming here to Jacksonville was different than Detroit. You have more sunny days here. How about that?
I mean, that's a fact. It is a little hotter here.
Yes, you have more sunny days. And I started producing the show, and then I took the show over, and next thing you know, I started producing my own show, Lynn and Friends. I'm at lynnandfriends.com. I've cataloged over 100 shows, and I know I say from Barack to Terry Bradshaw to Tiger Woods because all of these shows were integral to this community. Like Springfield, when Springfield first started their grants, giving out their grants, I did shows on Springfield. Spar provided us a grant. So I worked with, what's the Hamilton? Larry Hamilton. You know Larry Hamilton?
I don't.
You need to know Larry Hamilton.
Okay.
Larry Hamilton produced my TV show. He's a wrestler. He wrestled with, what's your guy? The actor.
The Rock?
The Rock. His father.
Rocky
and Larry
Johnson.
used to get a little bit more attention. But Larry Hamilton, yes. That's his name. And he produced my show. Man, we had sponsors. And I had studio audience tapings People would pay. I'd have 5 cameras. Man, we lit up this city. Jacksonville, we lit this city like rock and roll. And it's fun
Yeah.
here. I like the beaches. There's places to go. And once you immerse yourself in this culture, you can do anything here. I don't know, because of my destiny coming here, but Jacksonville's a great city. All the mayors that have been before us, the African Americans, I mean, the history here.
Yeah. Well, I started this podcast because I love Jacksonville.
Yes.
So I'm glad you and we agree on something.
Yeah.
Well, this is a great city.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
How long have you been writing for the Free Press?
2008. What's that, 17 years?
It's going to be 18 years.
It'll be 18 years. And I started with them after the television show. Things were changing. Digital was coming in. I had moved to California, came back. And, when they say you have to stay in California to immerse yourself there, and my daughter was pregnant, I would not have seen her for at least a few years because it's serious. If you want to actually be a Hollywood star, you have to stay there and be there. So I came back, and that began my career. I had sent in an article. We had a conference, myself, Miss Tucker, Ben Frazier, and I sent it in. And plus her mother's from Detroit, Rita Perry. And she just talked to me and say, come on board. She was a producer for Stax Records, Motown, and she's the first female founding publisher in the state of Florida. And it's we have the Detroit Free Press, and the newspaper is the Jacksonville Free Press. So I've come on board and pretty much worked my way through, and writing was always my passion.
Yeah.
Yes.
So over the last 18 years, what type of stories do you typically cover? Is it like a potpourri of different stories? Do you have a niche or like an industry that you cover, or do you do entertainment, or do you do sports?
I do entertainment. I do sports. I have an urban traveler column where when I travel, I report on stories, local stories, all locals. I do the local, and my publisher, she does the national stories.
Okay.
So it's what I see going on in the community. So I know what's happening in the community. I have my pulse on the community. Or people call me and say, Lynn, we cover from centenarians, 100-year-olds, and marriages, weddings go on the front page. Okay. So we have people who call and say, Lynn, listen, my auntie, she'll be 100 years old, and they want to profile her. And so we get it together. I get the story, get the documentation. Mr. Dr. McIntosh, he has been a subscriber since its inception. You know Dr. McIntosh?
I don't.
We got to hang out. We're not doing this no more now. McIntosh.
Well, hold on. I do want to hang out.
Okay.
But you're the busiest person I've ever met in my life.
Oh, stop it.
How am I supposed to hang out with somebody who's just road traveling like crazy?
I'll make time for you. How about that?
You have a deal.
I will make time.
You have a deal.
Thank you.
So you've been writing for 18 years.
Yes.
You cover all kinds of things.
All kinds of things.
Here's a great question.
Okay.
What's the best thing you've covered in 18 years? What's the thing that's brought you the most amount of joy when you got it out on the paper?
It's so many.
Do a few come to mind? Does anything come to mind?
Not right off. Like I was telling you about the centenarians.
Yeah.
When they turn 100 years old. Solly Mitchell. You know Solly? Solly turned to maybe 100, and he lived past 100. Pearson, Mr. Pearson, Lloyd Pearson, he was past 100. So to see them as my role models, and plus I did a film on them when we went to the March on Washington. So that was a big one for me.
So it's the people.
It's the people.
Yeah.
It's the people.
I understand that.
Yes.
Okay, great. So, and what we're covering Jacksonville, we're covering the people of Jacksonville.
Yeah.
It's an eclectic group. We have 2 Navy bases, so
Yes.
people come in from everywhere.
Yes.
It's rare that you see somebody that's truly from Jacksonville. You're not.
True.
I'm not.
Where are you from? Austin, Texas. You know, all my exes live in Texas,
Yeah.
man.
Mine too, actually. But I've been here 19 years.
Yes.
And so, yeah, this is home. I love it.
Yes.
But it is an eclectic city. So the people have been great. In terms of like what to do in town, there's got to be something you love.
I love the concerts.
Okay.
I love the water here. You can go to the beach. One thing I like about Florida, you can always go on a vacation. Every weekend you could be on a vacation. And in Jacksonville, when people say there's nothing to do not believe that. That is not true.
That is stupid.
It is
It's
totally
stupid.
stupid, and I
Yeah.
bring people down to Jacksonville, and it's like they don't wanna leave, just like my hometown of Detroit, because, you show them the red carpet. It's more to it. It's behind the scenes too.
Mm. How long have you been covering the Jags? How long have you had a press pass to the Jags?
Oh, I've had a press pass over 20 years.
Okay.
I mean, they can check in their system because I probably was in there too under Lynn and friends, but I've definitely been on there with, the Free Press
Okay.
since I've been there, and you said that's what, 17, 18 years.
And
Yes.
do you attend every press conference, like every game?
No. No, I
Okay.
do not.
How often do you get to do that?
Well, I can do it every game if I want.
How often do you do it?
Well, maybe once a season. It
Okay.
depends. It depends on the score. It depends on what they're doing, their activity on the field. I
Okay.
don't know. Sometimes I don't feel like bashing nobody or saying why this happened. Let's just get to the next game.
Yeah.
Because basically in the press conferences, that's what they talk about. The next game or what you did wrong in this game.
Yeah. I think you made it abundantly clear that you don't like bashing people.
No, I'm not bashing people. And you have to understand in those rooms too, what they do, they take one question, one person will ask a question one way, and then someone else will take the same question and spin
Mm.
it another way. So now you have two reporters battling on the question and who's going to get the particular answer that'll give them the story that he may say something different.
Yeah. That is true.
I know.
What was it about that game that you did want to be in the room and ask a question?
As I say, state, divine destiny, divine destiny. I was leaving the stadium. I was leaving everybody, and I've told this story. Everybody was sullen. It was quiet. We were walking out the stadium because when people say Super Bowl, your nerves get bad.
Mhm.
See, the Detroit Lions, the past 2 years, oh, they won all the games, but did they win the big game? No, we haven't won the Super Bowl yet. You understand what I'm saying? So it's a mindset. It's a total mindset. How do you get to that level? How do you become a Pittsburgh Steeler, uh, um, New York Giant? But I mean, who was
New
in the
England
Super Bowl? The
Patriot.
Patriots.
Yeah.
Belichick. I remember
Yeah.
I asked Belichick a question before, but what I'm saying is, I'm leaving the stadium. I'm talking to a young man. He's about 23, 24. We just talking and everything. And then I'm motivating him, and he said, "You need to go back to the press conference." So I maneuver back, stadium's being rebuilt, and I get in there and I sit. And I'm standing outside for a minute, and the other young lady, I'm talking to her. So now I'm the only woman sitting there, okay? It's about 6, 7 reporters. The others are with the Jags. And then they're in the back with their cameras, right? Everybody's in the back and with their cameras and so forth. And I'm looking around, and as I stated, I formulated the questions. Not that I've never asked a question down there before. No, no, no. I'm sure they have that. Remember, we just had a winning season. What, I give me 3, 4 years ago? Don't quote me. And I was in the press box then. And I'm telling you, divine destiny, I'm sitting there. It seems like she just rushed the mic over to me. You know what I mean? She just happened to rush the mic over. And maybe I did put my hand up. One guy answered a question. You see that first. And then I just looked at him and just came out like, hold your head up. You have nothing to be ashamed of. We are winners
Mm.
and winners win. Do you understand what I'm saying here? And the issue was the fact that I made a statement, a congratulatory statement to supposedly a loser, but he's not a loser,
No.
and he felt good about that. I'm not a loser. You hold your head up. You understand what I'm saying here, Coach? You came here. This team is 13-5, 13-4. I can't even remember. But the
Yeah.
score, what we did, sometimes I can sit back to it. Your nerves get bad. We all have that in our system, and as they call it now, they talk a lot about that, your nervous system. So you have to be calm. So on the field, like I say, mentally, how do we get to that level? But that's all right. I'm going to take them to that level. I'm going to take a lot of teams to the Super Bowl. A lot of teams that did not go to the Super Bowl will be going to the Super Bowl with Auntie Lynn. Did you hear me? They're going to have to bring Auntie Lynn in, all right?
Oh my goodness.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
It's hard to have a bad day around you.
It is. I admit to it. I had to call the young lady this morning, and she wasn't feeling too well, but she invited me to an event, right? And so now I've been knowing these individuals a long time. I know they've been in the paper. I profiled them. But see, this is the year of reciprocity, young man. You understand what I'm saying? So, I had to motivate her. All of these young women around here under me, they need to, you get out here and you do for you. You smart, you intelligent, and you owe it to yourself. Sometimes we get caught up in other people.
Yeah, that's true. Is it also, I mean, for me, the world feels a little heavy right now. I feel
Yes.
like a lot of people are walking around down.
Yes.
Are you feeling that? You
Yes,
feeling that way?
totally. I told them that when I was in California NBA, everybody, they were just so happy. Speak up, talk. Hey, how's everybody doing on the bus? Because if anything, and we were on the bus. You remember the Sandra Bullock movie?
I do.
Big Red was the bus driver, and Sandra Bullock. But then if anything goes down there, now we huddled in a circle. I don't know you, but now can you help me? You got some food? Oh, my baby. No, I need to know you now. Let me look around this room and say, hey, how's everybody? Because if anything go down, I need to be aware.
Yeah, that's a good point.
For real, you can't be somewhere and not be aware of your surroundings. And don't act like you can't speak and you can't talk. We say we can't speak certain things, but when it's emergency, come on now. Come on, PB&J. Peanut butter and Jacksonville is in the house, young man. You got my mic here. You need to see. Well, I'm putting this down. You need to put that down a little bit.
Okay.
All right, there you go.
As you're digging the name, I love that you're digging.
I'm digging it.
Yeah, thank you.
PB and Jack.
It took me a long time to come to this. I went through different iterations.
Okay. Well, you like peanut butter and jelly or something?
Who doesn't?
Yes, that's true.
Who doesn't?
That's true.
That's the main question.
Who does?
Who doesn't?
I think I'll have one tonight when I get home.
You should.
I will.
And think about the conversation we had today.
I'll definitely do it. I shall definitely do it.
Well, so how has this moment affected the press?
Yes.
How the newspaper? How has it affected the newspaper? Okay. I assume positively, but
yes.
Has it been overwhelming? Has it been hard to keep up? Has there been a bum rush of stories? Like, how has this moment accelerated the Jacksonville Free Press?
Subscriptions has reached a new level. People call since this has happened. I've had calls all the way from Boise, Idaho. I just met a pilot in the airport who specifically let me know. He defended me on social media.
Okay.
Yes, it has been overwhelming. I just returned from California from NBA All-Star Weekend. Did you see that? You make sure you play that, okay, for the people to see that. It's on the Bleacher Report.
That you were at the All-Star game.
It wasn't necessarily the game. I was there during Media Day.
Oh, okay.
And giving all of the players, the NBA All-Stars, their flowers. You have to.
I will absolutely look it up.
On the Bleacher Report, please.
You have my word. Yes, I will look at that.
So, the Free Press, yes, we're inundated with calls and people coming by and just wanting to hear my voice. And then everyone now, stories, because they know me. They know me, Lynn, personally now. I still open up the office at 9 a.m. So these people know me. So the lady today, she called, and I did recently a story on her daughter because she graduated from nursing school. So that's a good thing. But the way they wanted the heading and the way that boom, 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 but you, as I explained to her, you don't understand news. And so we said the title had to do with challenges because it took her a while to, so, but she just wanted to say congratulations, but you have to have a caption in the heading because there are challenges in this story.
The hero's arc. That's exactly what it is.
Yes. Yes.
Struggle, overcome the struggle, enjoy the fruits of your labor.
Right,
Not bad.
I think
Not
peanut
bad.
butter.
Peanut butter jelly time. How are you balancing still writing and then with all the travel obligations and your phone blowing up? How are your days structured now where you're able to get it all done?
Well, I have a few people behind the scenes that work for me. I have a web developer. I have a manager, scheduler. So everybody basically just came on board. Even my publisher had started helping me with my schedule. I mean, it's fewer and far in between than it was it's fewer and I don't know.
Fewer and further between.
There you go.
Yes.
Help me out now.
I got you.
Use that college degree. Use that college. Yes. So I keep a calendar. I
Yeah.
definitely keep a calendar. My publisher and I keep a calendar because she's away on trips also. She's in executive leadership in her sorority and her organizations herself, and her being the publisher of the newspaper. She had been Sylvia Perry. She's been doing the paper since she's been 16.
Oh, wow.
16.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. And other individuals in the city like Senator Tracy Davis, Rockman Johnson, Charles Griggs, they also
Mhm.
work for the newspaper too.
I didn't know that.
They come up through the newspaper,
And
yes.
I've had Rockman Johnson on
Mhm.
PB and Jax.
Yes,
I didn't know
yes.
that.
Well, I mean, I'm telling you this.
I appreciate
I'm
that.
telling you
You're
this.
educating
Jacoby
me.
Pittman, I
Okay.
mean,
Also on council.
yes. All the young
It,
executives have
yeah.
come up through the free press.
Yeah.
That's right.
You're educating me.
I'm
I
telling you
appreciate that.
because Miss Rita was a phenomenal woman. And that her and I coming from the Motor City, I mean, she didn't mess around. She taught me sales as far as maneuvering through the newspaper business, because the newspaper is built on sales, on advertising,
Yes.
half page, quarter page ads. So we have small business specials. We sell full page ads.
Mhm.
Yes, it's a process. People just think the paper come out.
No.
No,
No.
no,
No.
no, that's what I'm saying. No,
Yes.
it doesn't just come out. There's a process with me pulling the local stories, and sometimes I may have 10 local stories. I have a banquet over here, I have a sorority over here, a fraternity, 100-year-old, the young lady with the nursing. So I've gone deep into the community. So I'm pulling out 10 stories.
It explains why you're so well, I guess, revered in the town. People know who you are.
Yes, they do.
That's why everybody's friends with Lynn Jones.
Well, I mean, it's a few now. We're not putting everybody in that
Not
category,
everybody
but
goes in
no.
this
We're all
trust.
friends in that sense.
Yeah.
We're all friends and we know each other, but they know they can call on me and count on me. Like
Mhm.
Miss Coon from the library, the Brentwood Library. Miss Leola called me today. Lynn, I don't see my this and that in the paper because I say, listen, we had an intern this day. Don't blame this on me. I have to put this on the intern. But this is how they call me. And they say, Lynn, really? I have this for you. And I'm like, okay, they bring it to the office. Like I have a couple now. They're doing something on the bridge off on Heckscher Drive. So they brought it to me because we know you can get it done.
That's reputation.
It is.
That
It
is
really, really is. Yes. Thank you. And I'm very proud and I'm very thankful for this community. Very
good. I want to ask something that's super relevant and might help people that have that struggle with somebody's attitude or things that are framed negatively, or maybe they're going through a difficult time in life. When the moment happened at the press conference, it was clearly a division.
Yeah.
People were extremely for it, and they
Yes.
thought it was a really good moment to prop somebody up that was going through a tough time. And then there was a group of people who thought that it wasn't professional. I read all the tweets. It was a
Yes.
mess.
Yes.
I'm sure you read some of them. I'm sure that people sent them to you. I'm sure you've seen it all. But you very clearly have a positive outlook on what happened, the experience, and where things stand. So if somebody was to go through something where there's going to be a lot of negative blowback or there's a lot of division, how do you keep such a level head? How do you stay so positive through that?
For myself?
Yes.
Well, because my mother taught me that personality goes a long way. Saying a kind word to someone can mean a lot during the day. I was somewhere the other day, and a young man, he said his toe was hurting, and I was going to a shop, and but when I came in, he got up. He literally, I'm like, what's going on? How you doing? You have to speak to the people. I speak to myself every morning, and I know who I am. So if you know you somebody, you don't need nobody. I said that to the girl this morning. She said, oh my gosh, she said, I'm gonna write that down. You understand what I'm saying? See, if you know you somebody, and who just passed away? Jesse Jackson.
Yes,
And
he did.
Jesse Jackson, see, I grew up in a time too when positivity meant something. I am somebody. What James Brown say? Let me get it up, or let me do my thing, or open up the door, I get it myself. Do you understand what I'm saying? So these are the things that were taught to me and instilled in me, and I still hold that relevant to myself today. My uncles told my brother and I every day we come from kings and queens. So holding my head high is a mantra.
So this wasn't even difficult for you.
What, to say that to the coach?
Just to stay positive throughout all of this. This wasn't even difficult.
I
Okay.
have to. You have to. This world, we live in it and we out. So you have to stay positive with no matter what you have. I'm not telling you I've never had no dark days. I'm not telling you what I've never been down on myself. I think the other day I was on the plane and I'm sabotaging some personal things, but then the thing come through positive and I had to think to myself, Lynn, you can be a detriment to yourself too. Your mind can be a real detriment. So, but I got myself back together. And then, I'm looking out on the plane and, Twilight Zone. So all my ancestors throwing tomatoes at me. I know this might sound a little weird to you. And they like, Lynn, get yourself together. You see what I'm saying? And so you have to come back real quick too, or you will stay deep into that hole.
I think amazing advice. Let's go to the positive side of this. So much positivity has come from this, so many opportunities.
Yes.
How are you staying grounded?
Oh man, getting some rest, sleep. And I've never been a big TV. I have shows that I watch, but see, I can go to sleep, get my rest, go into my dream world and rest myself. Fix a good meal. I like to cook. I like to taste the savoriness of my cooking. I'll have music on, a few gospel songs that I like, R&B, jazz, Miles Davis. Those type of things. We grew up on jazz, WJZZ in Detroit, Michigan. So the calmness of the music. See, I could sit somewhere and just be quiet. I don't need anything going because I can hear myself. I like to hear myself. So, that's me. Yes.
Okay. And then you're staying grounded through rest and
Yes.
but just being in a calming state.
That is correct.
Okay.
Yes. This is me, man. This is me.
Yeah.
And I've always been like this. And so people know me like this. And I think what happened is the fact that I was me that day too.
Yeah.
And I got texts right away because they know, what's that Dilo say, auntie, that's boom. And in Brisbane, and people was calling my sorority sisters. People know my voice. So they had already knew, that's Lynn again at the press conference. But that morning, it became more than Lynn was at a press conference. And once I opened up the doors to the office, they say open up the doors to the church. It was overwhelming.
Oh, it was wild. Yeah, it was wild. You were the topic of social media. I mean, not a topic, not part of the news cycle. You were the topic. That's what I'm saying.
Yes, they picked up on it, man. I mean, Matt Barnes called me personally. Everybody was talking about, was that Pat McAfee? And they said if Pat McAfee said it, it was gold. Well, it was definitely true. Oh, and then it was amazing.
How cool is it though to go viral for being positive?
I think that's the best thing about it.
Yeah, I think
because
people
if
go viral.
It was negative, see, you wouldn't be talking to me right now. If it was negative,
people go viral for making mistakes or slipping on the side of the road or saying something completely ignorant or racist or homophobic or whatever.
That's true.
But you went viral because you were a beacon of positivity.
Yes.
I mean, that part is rare.
That's what my brother said. My brother said, he said, Lynn, if you were a breath of fresh air.
I agree with that.
And my mother was able to see it. Everybody in Detroit, everybody's proud of me. I'm going up there next weekend and we're having a little reception. Everything is great. It's amazing. And people know your work. Don't get me wrong. It's not that no one never knew my work. But they're proud to be associated with me. A lot of people know me around the country that know me, say, oh, that's my friend Lynn. So that part, and I'm just thankful for it, number one. As I stated, I just came back from the NBA All-Star Weekend, and I'm giving the players their flowers, and I see Steph Curry, and I say, Steph, we need to give the one and only Steph, we need to give you your flowers. He said, no, we need to give you your flowers. Did you hear what I said, young man? Did you hear what I said? He said, no, we need to give you.
Did he capture this? Was this on camera?
This is on, I'm telling you, it's on to pull it up in a minute.
I'm going to.
It's then Kevin Durant about 7'9", and I said to Kevin, his hand just reached over to touch me like, I'm telling the other man, he say, I know you. Okay. I don't want to act like, but they say they know me. So I have been all over. It's like 14 million people. Man, it's been amazing, from the New York Times, the LA Times, the Detroit News, the Today Show. Man, I have so many thank you cards I still haven't mailed out.
Yeah. I mean, also peanut butter in Jacksonville too. That's from.
I need your address. I'm seeing you.
From like when it comes to importance in the media, it's New
Yes.
York Times,
Yes.
Wall Street Journal, Peanut Butter Jacksonville.
Without hesitation. Without hesitation.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's
Yeah.
amazing. So I'm so thankful. Jacksonville has been good to me. I tell anyone. Jacksonville has been. I'm Detroit raised and Jacksonville made. Yes.
Yes. That's my favorite part about this whole thing. Why I wanted you on here is
Yes.
because what you did was incredible,
Yes.
but you brought all of that to Jacksonville. Like
Yes.
all this national spotlight came like just zooming in on our slice of the country. And once again, I'll say it again, it was because of something positive you did. And so, people may have had their opinions in a negative way, and I really couldn't give a shit about people that had a negative opinion about that. But the fact that you told this guy who put his heart and soul into winning for this city,
Yes.
and told him, listen, dude,
Yes.
what you did was great. You lost to the MVP. It happens,
Yes.
and you're going to be okay.
You're gonna be okay. And even his aunt, I was telling you, she emailed me and she said, Lynn, we wanted to give Liam a hug. She said, but you did it for us. You understand what I'm saying? So his family felt that too, because he has an aunt too. Auntie, however they, you say it in your part of the country, or the world. His grandmother. Somebody nurtured that young man. This has nothing, this crosses all boundaries here. This crossed all boundaries to like I said, calls from Boise, Idaho. Done. Ding, ding, ding. And we talked for a while. I have people from Canada. I was in the Daily Mall. Come on now. People calling me from Africa because this is needed, man. This is needed. We need to stand.
How crazy is this for you? I mean, really,
I'm telling you, I'm getting my rest. You keep asking me.
I'm just saying, your life changed overnight, though. Most people that it doesn't happen overnight.
Yes.
For you, it did. That's what I'm saying. Like how?
But when you say overnight, but see, this is what they always say: success happens overnight. But listen, I've always been successful, young man. Stay focused here. I've always been successful. I've never not been successful. It's just that the world, more people know now.
Yeah.
More people know Lynn. More people, it's the spotlight is even more on me. See, when your light shine like this, young man, you shine so bright. But when you get in a smaller space, people, it shines even brighter.
As the light has gotten brighter and more
Yes.
people know who you are, have you felt a different responsibility to your success? Let me explain that. You seem to act the same way today that you've always acted.
Yes.
You've been nothing but kind and a blessing on the phone every time we've talked. But now that the light is on you, do you feel a responsibility to continue that outward positivity so that more people can see that and see that maybe there is a mindset shift that they can make and be a little bit more bubbly?
Yes, definitely continue to spread the word, to be bubbly and to hold your head up and to have a positive mindset. But I haven't changed.
I believe that.
I haven't changed. I think a lot of people might think that but I'm me, but I'm just a little, people still call me. I still have to open up the office, like I said, at 9 a.m. I still have to answer the phone. When they come in the office, I still have to let them know there's more than 230 African-American newspapers still printing in this country today. In Jacksonville, you have the Florida Star since 1955. We've been around since 1986. My hometown of Detroit, we read the Michigan Chronicle since 1935. In Philadelphia, the Philadelphia Tribune has been printing since 1884, young man. So I say that every day. You're going to get it on the phone or you're going to get it when you come through the door. We got the newspaper here. Let's look at the newspaper. This is what we do. This is how we do it. We have small business specials. This is what I do. I answer the phone. Jacksonville Free Press. How may I help you? You understand what I'm saying? So this is my routine. And this is what I do. And I've done this for so long with the Free Press and with the Lynn and Friends podcast TV show. So like I said, this is...
Yes.
And next time I come here, I want a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And you need to start offering people peanut butter and jelly. You should have peanut butter and jelly. Now, this is a marketing thing. Now, I'm telling you, you owe me for this. You need to have some peanut butter and jelly, and you need to have some water or whatever they drink, preferably, and eat peanut butter and jelly.
On the show.
On the show.
Deal.
It's about peanut butter and jelly, right? We in Jack's. And we eating peanut butter and jelly.
Deal.
And I spread mine, you spread while we take our time. You owe me for that.
I'll tell you what, you got a deal. I'll give you a hearty hug for that one.
Okay, and then I'll be back to eat peanut butter and jelly with you.
You have an absolute deal. It's an absolute deal.
Done. And Jiffy. Only Jiffy Creamy.
Really?
Jiffy Creamy.
See, I don't like Jiffy.
What you like?
I like actual peanut butter. It's made from peanuts.
Well, how do you make your own?
No, but you can buy it.
From where?
Yeah, or it's Publix.
Okay, where the peanut butter? Okay, where they put it in the okay.
But Jiffy,
I'll go for it.
Jiffy's like.
But if it's creamy, are you going to make it creamy?
Of course.
Okay, but then so what you're telling me, I need to get off the Jiffy.
Have you looked at what's
I
in
know,
Jiffy?
It's probably bad.
I don't even think peanuts is part of the ingredient list.
Okay. I got you. I need to get my.
You know how bad it must be if you smear peanut butter on a piece of bread and the bread just rips up.
That's true.
Yeah, I would rather. Just,
but think about the bread too now.
Yeah, you got to get some decent bread.
Yeah, you got to get some decent bread.
We're gonna break bread.
Yes.
We're gonna have a peanut butter and jelly.
Peanut butter. I'll bring the what about the jelly? What type of jelly?
I love all types of jelly.
So I mean, but we have to look at the labels.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay,
but at least
you like raspberry. I don't like grape.
I do love raspberry.
Okay, good. I'll do the raspberry. Okay, that's done. I'll bring the raspberry.
That is correct.
I'll bring the
raspberry and Wednesday are the 2 days that are like the two things because it's Wednesday. That's how it's spelled. Raspberry is really raspberry.
Yeah.
And Wednesday is really Wednesday.
True. I wouldn't want to say it to anyone. Don't be saying that to anyone. I used to think the same thing sometimes. I say, but I'm not going to say it out loud, But you just.
I'll take the bullet. I don't care.
That's okay. It's beautiful.
Yeah,
you are a great host.
Well, thank you.
So tell me about yourself too. I'm listening.
Wait a
I'm
minute.
getting all these interviews. Tell me about yourself.
Hold on. I'm getting interviewed.
Tell me about yourself. How did you start PB and Jack?
I would love to talk about PB and Jack's. It's my baby. So
yeah, tell me about PB and Jack.
I hated how little exposure our small businesses got in Jacksonville. I thought people were building unique things, and I thought that they were providing excellent services. And Jacksonville is so large, 900 square miles.
That's right.
And it's very fragmented. North side, south side, out east, beaches, San Marco, whatever.
True.
That sometimes you're not going to have the opportunity to go find what we're building in Jacksonville.
Yes.
So I said, well, I need to find a way to put some spotlight and give you an idea of what's going on in town. Here comes PB and Jack's, pioneers and builders. And so we started interviewing small business owners and city leaders.
Okay.
And we said, okay, how can we make Jacksonville a better place? And that was literally how it started.
Congratulations on your success, young man. And how long have you been on the podcast scene?
Probably about 15 months.
15 months?
Not that long.
Wow, but you've had a great guest list.
We've done spectacularly.
Yeah. Well, why would you say you've been doing spectacularly? Is it because of you and your personality or who you are? I mean, you're engaging with these individuals. Tell me.
I believe that there has been a significant interest in people wanting to root for small business owners in this town.
Yes, that's true. That's true.
And I've also found that people who build businesses don't just build a product or create a service. They have a story behind it. There was some kind of emotional attachment to why they did it.
Okay.
And I do believe that those people want to share their why.
Yes.
And so most people say yes. They come on, they talk. And a lot of people get excited about it because we're building things in the city.
Yes.
And we're bringing awareness to it.
Oh, yes. That new stadium downtown is blowing up. It's amazing. Jacksonville's come a long way.
Yep.
I always thought Jacksonville was pretty, though. I never doubted Jacksonville.
I love Jacksonville.
Yeah, never. I think now with more people, this is a new hot spot. And it's up in the cut. Jacksonville is up in the cut. When you come here, you can be on the low. A lot of executives come here, make their last high salary, and get a nice home, pool, go on vacation type thing.
Yep. And then they just stay under the radar.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And it's that type of city. You can do that.
It absolutely is. Well, I mean, thank you for asking about PB and Jack's. I'm typically the one to ask the questions.
Yeah, but we have to change the trajectory sometimes of these interviews. I mean, you went in my personal business. I got here that's a lot of responsibility. I'm giving out a lot of information.
I know. I also forgot.
That's the responsibility is the information that I'm giving out about myself.
That's true.
People know me, but not necessarily know me. But now I have to be on my P's and Q's. You're talking about P and B. I have to be on my P's and Q's.
I also forgot I was interviewing a journalist.
Yes.
You ask questions.
Stay
That's
focused
your thing.
here.
I'm locking in right now.
Yeah,
now I'm finally locking in.
Yeah.
It took me 40 minutes.
Yeah.
And
But
then,
I was trying to ask you questions before, but you sitting there like, so.
I was the host. I was trying to do the other
I
thing, but
appreciate it,
now
though.
now
Thank
it's
you.
flowing both ways.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thank you.
Mhm.
Um, I want to know, what all do you have coming up? You told me something on the elevator that I thought was super, super cool. You're going to Detroit, but
Yes, my hometown. I'll go see my mother and my brothers, and I'll have a moment with Kamala Harris.
Mhm.
Yes. Oh my God. Via Jamil Hill, a sports journalist. She's well known around the country. I think she worked for CNN. She has her own podcast. She writes for some papers. This young lady is a phenomenon, and she invited me, and I'm thankful for her, just everyone that has come into my life.
yeah,
Really, really.
it's wonderful.
It
Is
is.
there anything else coming up?
That I have the Capital Outlook newspaper that's been around 50 years in Tallahassee. I'm their guest speaker, March 12th.
Wonderful.
That's in Tallahassee. I have some other engagements. I have a big cruise that I'm doing. You need to come on the cruise. It's April 2nd through the 6th. It's leaving on Norwegian. It's the Divine Voyage. Yes.
Okay.
April 2nd through the 6th. You need to come on the cruise. And we having parties and seminars and workshops and
Okay.
having.
Just give me the information.
All right, it's
I'll
done.
figure it out.
Okay, let's make it happen.
We'll make it happen.
Oh, matter of fact, I said, oh my God, let's do the podcast on the cruise.
You have a freaking deal.
Oh my, this is going to be amazing.
You have a freaking deal.
This guy here is amazing. Now you're talking about a new friend. You're my new friend.
No, I would love to be your friend. There's no way I could have a bad day with you as my friend.
And
I
you
would just
shall
say,
never
Lynn,
ever.
I would say, Lynn, somebody said something very mean to me today, and I just know that you would set me straight immediately.
Totally, and we might have to ride out on somebody too.
I'm okay with that.
Now you talking about best. Okay, I got you.
You're from Detroit. I know that you'll
Motor City.
That's right.
All right, but I'm from the West Side, not the East Side. But that's a different story too.
I still think you would handle business if anybody did me wrong.
You know I will. I am so proud of you.
Thank you.
Yes,
I'm proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And I get that so much. And I don't want to get emotional, but I get it so much. My friends, my family, just everybody just telling me how proud they are of me. And they know it's something I'd say to my grandson. I'd say to them too. I think it's the recognition of it, knowing what like I said, being successful and recognizing my success. And the world was able to recognize my success, and they knew my success, and they're happy that others know my success. So
that brings me elite levels of joy. You have no idea. I'm so happy for you. I really am. I'm so happy for you.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Are you okay if I ask you 2 more questions?
Sure.
They won't be emotional.
Okay. Let me wipe my eyes.
No, you're fine.
Yes.
I always end with 2 questions and then a gratitude statement. The 2 questions, the first one's going to be, what is Jacksonville doing so well? What if somebody was to say like, hey, Jacksonville's doing really great things for our small business.
Mm-hmm.
They're doing really great things for our neighborhoods, or they're doing really great things while building with the cranes in the air. I like to get people's perspective. When you look at Jacksonville now versus the last 32 years that you've been here.
Yes.
What do you see that you like?
I want to brag on that Donna Deegan. Donna Deegan putting it together. She going on all sides of town. Let's get this done. They may try to stop her or want to, no, get it done. Now, she's a positive person herself. I saw her not too long ago, the Free Press and the other media. We've formed a conglomerate, and it was good to see her. She was like, Lynn, give me some words of encouragement. We was having a little joke. But Donna Deegan, what's that out east is being built up, the new landing.
The riverfront.
The riverfront. Just Jacksonville as a whole, you can feel it. You can feel the excitement.
Yeah.
So, Shad Khan, the Four Seasons looks like a cruise ship. You can just feel it on every side of town. I think everybody's more relaxed now.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
The cranes are finally in the air.
Yes, cranes are finally in the air.
What I keep saying is, how long have we been calling Jacksonville a city of potential?
Yes.
Forever. And now
forever. Downtown has blown. Lift Every Voice Park. The condos down there. I mean, the investments that are being made here. I think that's what it is. People are making an investment in Jacksonville.
Yeah. City of potential. I'm now calling it a city of opportunity.
That's right.
Yep.
What's that second question?
What can Jacksonville do better?
We need to come together a little bit better. Now, all this positivity that I'm spreading, we need to come together. Now, we talk a good game. We talk a good game.
Yeah.
Everyone from all the organizations, fraternities, sororities, a big business, everyone. And we need to end this gatekeeping too.
Now,
this gatekeeping has to stop.
We're going to do a whole different podcast on this.
That's our second podcast. The gatekeepers need to get out the way.
That makes me want to
see, and that goes with prosperity. See, gatekeeping, you keep the prosperity going. See, yes, Donna Deegan doing this, and yes, the cranes are up. But you just said something about small businesses. We have to support our small business. We have to support the Jacksonville Free Press, Lynn and Friends, our web people, and all these small businesses. See, that's where the money come in. See, this is, as I stated, this is the year of reciprocity. You sow into me, I sow into you. So she's sowing into this city. We have to sow back.
I agree with you. I'm telling you, we could do a whole episode on how I feel about.
That's our next episode. Yes. And they gatekeeping like, and see what that.
Yeah, we'll talk about it later. I don't want either of our blood pressures to go up.
Right.
So it is a problem.
I had to check mine too when all this stuff happened. My pressure went up a little bit. I'm just trying to tell you, man, I'm quite healthy, but the excitement of it, keeping up with my calendar, the people. I have to just still take the grandkids to school on Thursdays and Fridays. I got to get up early in the morning. So, and then my autistic, she's 21. What are you doing, Nene? She can't have a cup, but Nene, she called me Nene. Nene, what are you doing, Nene? And she's 21. She's the best. She's over at Palm. And my 13-year-old, he's doing the muscles and, he got muscles and everything. He's doing soccers. They're just my grandkids. And then my daughter, she said she was on the internet on the TikTok. She said TikTok is abusive. She said she told everybody that was her mother. They didn't believe her. They were on her site checking to see if she was my daughter. So that's what it is, because see, you get thrust into this. And everybody, I was in Orlando, the people from Memphis, and they was like, aren't you that lady?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm her. And how are you today? It's beautiful. And I posted them. I sat next to some young ladies at Morton's, and so it's amazing because I can spread more positivity. And then they like that because they're like, okay, give me a word.
Are you familiar with the Think Bold conference?
Yes, I'm supposed to be a part of that too. Yeah, you're talking about Troy McNair. Mm-hmm.
I'm on the board.
Okay, we'll talk about that.
Yeah, we gotta. Yes, we absolutely have to have you.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Yes, sir.
All right. Last thing, and then I'm gonna wrap.
Okay.
You have a camera right here.
Yes.
For anybody that's having a rough day, the world's heavy. The world is heavy.
Yes,
we have agreed to that. There's just too much. If you log on the internet, it's too much.
Yeah.
So anybody that's going through layoffs or somebody that's having a tough time, keeping the marriage together, or whatever the case may be, the people that are going through it, say something nice, get them through it.
Yes, I want you to continue to hold your head up and look inside yourself and pull out everything. Release it all, because you are somebody. Do you understand that? You are somebody, and I want you to stand tall. Release all that pressure. I don't care what it is. Marriage, your kids, you deserve you. Did you understand what I'm saying here? Now you listening? This is Auntie Lynn. Get yourself together immediately. We're not messing around.
That's beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful. All right. I wrap with gratitude.
Yes.
I meet with pioneers. I meet with builders. I just meet with anybody that's trying to move the city forward.
Yes.
Make the world a better place. It's very clear that that's what you do. Even before the moment, the fact that you write stories and share stories about people that are turning 100 and deserve to be celebrated, and you're putting stories out there that people should know about. That's pioneering. The fact that you went through this moment and you stayed grounded through it and all you've been is positive, I think is absolutely magnificent. The world needs 100 million of you. And I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you for being on PB and Jax. Thank you for talking to me. And thank you for being my new friend.
Thank you, my new friend.
Very welcome. Yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you too. And much continued success now. We have a lot to do.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Bye.